Okay, let's talk about it. There's this huge force that's completely reshaping our online world, and you've definitely felt it. It's changing how we make things, how we watch things, even how we find things. It has a name, and that's what we're diving into today: the TikTokification of the internet.
It really starts with a question you've probably asked yourself lately, right? You're scrolling through Instagram or YouTube, maybe even Facebook, and you think, hang on, why does this feel so familiar? Why is every app starting to feel like TikTok? Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not imagining it. It's a huge, deliberate shift happening right under our thumbs.
So, to really get what's going on, we need to define our terms. This brings us to our first part. What is TikTokification exactly? You can think of this as the initial splash that started this whole tidal wave.
When we say TikTokification, here's what we mean. It's the internet-wide adoption of TikTok's core formula. You know the one. Short, vertical videos served up by a super smart algorithm in a feed that literally never ends. But here's the thing. This is so much more than just a trend. It's a fundamental change in the very DNA of the internet.
So what's the secret sauce? Well, it really breaks down into three key parts. First, you've got the short vertical video format. It's just perfectly made for our phones and, let's be honest, our shrinking attention spans. Then you have the algorithmic feed, which learns what you like with, frankly, almost scary accuracy. And finally, the endless scroll, that simple, powerful mechanic designed to keep you watching.
All right, so we know what it is, but the real question is why? Why did this specific formula completely take over everything? That brings us to the first ripple, the business reasons that turn this into a tidal wave.
Okay, this is the big one. For years, social media ran on what's called the connection graph. Basically, your feed was made up of content from friends, family, pages, people you chose to follow. TikTok came along and just flipped the entire script with the interest graph. Now the algorithm doesn't really care who you know. It only cares about what you actually like to watch, and its only job is to give you more of that.
And once the other platforms saw TikTok's mind-blowing success, they had a choice: adapt or get left in the dust. And boy, did they adapt. Instagram rushed to launch Reels, YouTube created Shorts, Facebook started pushing vertical video like crazy. Heck, even a professional network like LinkedIn got in on the action. It became a mad dash to copy the formula.
Because it all comes down to this one simple, incredibly powerful idea that now rules the internet. Your time, your attention, your eyeballs. That's the prize. Engagement is the new currency.
And this is the engine that drives the whole thing. It's a pretty straightforward loop, really. The more you scroll, the more chances the platform has to show you ads. And more ads, combined with all the data they're collecting on your habits, translates directly into more money for them. Simple as that.
But, okay, this story is so much bigger than just tech companies and advertising dollars. This shift has created a massive, widening wave that's crashing over our entire culture, changing everything from music to movies to fashion.
I mean, just look at the ridiculous speed of a trend these days. A new dance shows up on a Monday. By Thursday, literally millions of people have already made their own version. And by the end of the week, the song from that dance is #1 on the global charts. It's turning unknown artists into superstars practically overnight.
And this quote just nails it. This is the new cultural cycle we're living in. We've moved past the idea of trends that build up slowly over months. Now, they just detonate, exploding into the mainstream in a matter of days, and then often disappearing just as fast.
And don't think for a second this is just contained to social media apps. Oh no, this format is now changing how we shop. Your online retail experience is becoming an endless scroll of short, user-generated videos showing off products. It's turning browsing into buying.
So, where does this all leave us? What does it all mean? It's time to take a look at this new current we're all swimming in, the good, the bad, and what could possibly come next.
You know, there are really two sides to this coin. On the one hand, it's pretty amazing. Creativity has been democratized. Anyone with a phone can, in theory, go viral. We get more raw, authentic-feeling content. But on the other hand, a lot of people argue this creates a really fickle, transient culture where quick, disposable trends are valued way more than anything with deep, lasting meaning.
And this, right here, might be the single most important takeaway from all of this. The internet isn't just turning into TikTok, it's becoming TikTok-informed. The basic logic of what works, of what gets seen online, that has been permanently changed.
A good way to think about it is like a new strand of digital DNA has been spliced into the internet. This core logic, short, vertical, interest-first content, is now part of the blueprint. It's the new default setting for pretty much any platform that wants to succeed in the future.
So, you see, this isn't just about a change in our apps, It's a fundamental rewiring of our digital lives, which leaves us with one huge, kind of daunting question to think about. As this model keeps spreading into every single corner of the internet, what happens when our entire online world becomes one endless, personalized feed?